Hey, yo! So you're probably wondering, what is this Spiral Abyss? I mean, it is full of abyssal mages, it is full of just a bunch of random stuff. A lot of people don't like to verse, but I have some tips and guides for you guys. I'm gonna give you guys a very perspective view on this Spiral Abyss itself, just to tell you how insane this really is, and what you need to do to bypass it. So first off, we're actually gonna start off with the teams. I'm going to tell you guys the perspective of teams that I've used, but I'm also going to tell you guys what you guys should mainly do. Basically, every single 4-star and 5-star can 36-star the Abyss if you guys just have the right reactions and teams used for them. But for the first teams that I use, I actually used Neuvillette, Farina, Jean, and Kazuha. See, the reason why I use Neuvillette and Farina, first of all, it is basically the meta right now. Hydra is just such a great unit on anyone, and I think on Neuvillette and Farina, they pair up great together. Moving on though, the last two teammates are obviously healers, but I chose Jean as the only one with the swirling character. My main idea with Kazuha and Jean right now is that both of them are actually the same element, so Jean will actually get her ult faster if I use Kazuha, and Jean will just have more uptime on her burst, so she could spam it more with Farina. Now for my second team, I actually have a very weird team, where it goes Raiden, Yelan, Jinxo, and Bennett. My main idea with this team comp is Raiden Electrocharged, but I've never really seen this team used on anyone else but me, which is very weird. You guys can test this team and play around with it. I've actually had a lot of fun playing this team, but as I have no other content in this game left to do, I just started leveling up my 4-stars just in case I'm going to be able to use them in the future. Now moving on, my main point for this video is basically Spiral Abyss. I mean, it's basically the whole thing I'm trying to do it on, but one thing I do want to point out though is that there is a small trick you guys can do with the Abyss, and I'll show you guys a way better optimized version on how to do this easily and just make it easier for yourself as you go by. So first off, what you guys want to do is that you want to Farina E and then immediately swirl with Kazuha. Immediately that will either create a Hydra reaction or just no reaction at all, but that does not matter right now. We only just need to get both of these guys in with the Samurai. Just make sure you are against the wall as well, but you can also still swirl with Kazuha so you can get them all in, and then you would start using the technique of Farina, Jean, and then you could use Neuvillette EQ, and then you could use that on both of the samurais, but just make sure to dodge so you don't get interruption unless you have C1, because this is really good when you have C1. So after you kill the samurai, immediately go to one side like this. One of the Abyss mages will come running towards you at a really fast pace, and then both of them will be right next to each other. So you do Kazuha E, make sure you have a swirl character, and then there you have it. You can get both of them right next to each other, and you can keep doing your combos over and over again, and it will just make your life so much more easier, and that's pretty much it. I'm currently on the second half for the Seam Chamber, and I'm just going to show you guys another way that I do with this team that is just absolutely broken, and there's nothing else you need to do right after it. So what you want to do is you want to just, first of all, E with Raiden, and then never hold back on the ult with every single person in your party. They will have 100% uptime on their ult. Plus, Bennett ult is on the ground, so you'll just heal from Raiden, and you can just keep going like this till the end of time, because most of it is literally just fighting back and just healing at the same time. Mainly, this video is trying to target on the perspective of how I beat this and whatever. This is currently the first video on the channel, so I hope this helps even just a little bit. But like I said again, this is not like all those other guides where they tell you how to really beat abysses and like what reactions to use. And it's not made for everyone. I would say check out the other guides. I mean, they have more and more information about reactions, team comps, and everything. This is obviously my verse video, so I'm not going to go in depth on everything, but I just wanted to share out some team comps that I've been lately using and what I've told others to use, and it worked. If you guys have other things, put them in the comments. I mean, I don't only just talk about this stuff. I will also do some stuff in the future with this. But yeah, I don't want to talk for a lot of years. Sxyrax out. Bye-bye.